Longest running segment we have here on Let's Talk Football, the Roundtable. I like it. So just to move on a little bit, let us go to what I just call some fun facts. As you know, every Super Bowl, when it's over, everybody looks at different things and numbers and things and oddities and things that come up. So I have some stuff here I want to talk to you guys about to get you,
All right, let's go.
little. I know. Now, excuse me, I'm going to take off the glasses because I'm so.
Oh snap!
I cannot read what I got here. Like I'm like, oh, the glasses are coming off. But here's what I found interesting. How do you guys? Let me know what you guys think about this one. Super Bowl 56 was the 10th, started by a Joe. Burrow joining Joe's Namath, Cap, Montana 4 times, and Theismann 2, and then of course Joe Flacco. So they are a collective 7-3 on Super Bowl Sunday. Okay. Now the other part of that, the Joe's 10 Super Bowl starts match the 10 started by a Tom, of course, Mr. Brady, who has 10 of his own, and he is also 7-3 by himself. So here's my question to you, just as a who gets to number 11? Do we get a Joe going back, or do we get a Tom going back? What do we think?
I think it's going to be a Joe.
You think it's going to be the Joe?
Because if the Tom
is there a Tom out there?
I don't think there's a Tom out there except for someone that's retired.
Rise from the ashes, some Tom comes out of nowhere, right?
Plus that if it's a Tom that we all know and love or hate, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. We know that he's going to be a divorced Tom, so.
He's going to be a divorced Tom, he says.
Right.
Giselle may not like that too much. You're right. Exactly.
Nope.
All right. So that one is good. That was kind of but here's an interesting one. I thought this, of course, plays into Super Bowl 56 MVP, of course, was Cooper Kupp, right? He had 8 catches on Sunday, bringing his 2021 playoff total to 33. Most ever by one player in a single postseason. Do you guys think that record will be broken at some point?
Yeah.
33 total catches in a postseason, in a single postseason.
I think so, because records are always broken. Doesn't mean they'll happen right away, but I think eventually it will be. Also, thank you, Sean, and Facebook user. I love my segment. Thank you, Sean. And I don't know who Facebook user was, but thank you. But yeah, I think it could happen.
33 is a breakable single postseason record. Now, remember, think about it, because you have to be able to play in at least 3 or 4 games to get that kind of catch number.
Right.
Unless
you're
the only person they throw to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll happen right away, but like eventually, because I feel like records are broken often, right? It just doesn't happen right away because you have to get that one player, right? You need that one talented player that pops up you know what I mean? Like just that could actually go the distance. But I think it'll stand maybe a few seasons though until we could get that guy that could catch up to Cooper Kupp,
I just thought that was an interesting stat. 33 catches in a single postseason. I'll be looking to see if that one is in fact McPherson.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think if the Bengals make it back, I think there's a potential right there with Higgins, because Higgins is Higgins is a bad dude.
Higgins is a bad dude. And here's another one I think could be an interesting. Now this is for the kicker. McPherson, that kid has been money all year for Cincinnati. McPherson's 14 for 14 ledger on field goal attempts is a record for most makes in one postseason without a miss. So that's 14 made in this postseason for McPherson. Was it? So that could be one. What do you think about that one? Without a miss.
I think that one will hang around longer than the passing.
Okay.
Because like Sean is saying in the comments, with the NFL being a passing league, it's almost a guarantee, especially if you have a team come in with a good passing duo that, the number one receiver will definitely break that record. But kickers, there's already a lot of pressure on kickers to begin with, but you're talking about the type of pressure. There's a whole different pressure between the regular season and then the playoffs.
Right.
Agreed.
That's how you wind up having things like wide right or you have the, or you have the kick holder fumbling the ball.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or or not the dog you guys' team, but I don't know if it was a playoff game, but
the double doink, yes, it broke our hearts, yes.
Yeah, we know about that one. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Mr. Fingers.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. If I gotta hear 28-3 one more time.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So I feel
bring it up again. I got a finger for you.
Oh Lord! Oh my God, Nick. No, but I think the kicker one will last longer.
Oh, man, I can just that one right there.
Only because, in order for to happen, they have to also win each round. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and make it to the Super Bowl. Right, yeah. So I feel like the kicker record will actually last longer than the passing record.
Yeah,
fair enough. Like I said, it's just some fun stuff I thought I'd throw you because I want to throw out one more when we get moving here. Because again, when we all know this one, Cooper Kupp obviously became the first whiteout in 1 year to receive the Triple Crown, the Offensive Player of the Year, and Super Bowl MVP. Will we ever see that duplicated again?
Doubtful.
In a single season? Yeah, that's
doubtful.
Jerry Rice did it in a career, but not a single season.
Right. So yeah.
I mean, you did all, and Jerry Rice is hands down GOAT. I mean,
he's the GOAT.
You got Jerry Rice, and then you got a small number of people that right up under Jerry Rice. He's GOAT, and it took him all that time to do it. Cooper Kupp did it in one season. Yeah, I don't foresee it.
I love his story because even though he comes from a football family, right? We know his father played for the Cowboys, and his grandfather, I forgot what position his grandfather played. He wasn't a quarterback though, like his dad was. But still, for his size, even though he's tall, he was small. I remember looking at his story. He didn't get any offers, which is why he ended up at Eastern Washington, right? So didn't have any prospects. People didn't think, his own parents were like, I don't know if you're gonna do this football thing, right? So, you know what I mean? So they weren't even sure where his career would go. And so for you to come from a football kind of dynasty where people are like, what happened to you, right?
Right, what happened to you?
Did you fall off the turnip truck, as they say? And so but he made it work, man. He was like, all right, I'm gonna come out of this school nobody knows.
Right.
He's like, and and who worked hard, and I give him kudos. Seriously, I give him all the accolades. I think it's fantastic that
I do too.
He turned the season into something that we were all which is what I talked about last week, because everybody was talking about the Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connection, which I don't hate on that. But that was hello, we're forgetting Cooper Kupp, who's been a stud all season.
Yeah, I just really hope it, and again, I'm not saying he will be, but I really hope he's not a one-hit wonder where all of a sudden his career just goes down after this, or injury or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just
yeah, for sure,
he sticks around for years to come, because that guy's exciting to watch.
You're right.
Football, let me tell you.
What do you think, Anthony?
That's right, Mr. Fingers.